This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2025 Bontrager Outdoors travel trailer. It's a model 17FD, and this is a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So, on the side here, door side, we have some storage. You can see you got your stabilizer crank. It's got pad type stabilizers. You also get a dump hose kit with the trailer. You have a power awning up there. You have just regular power out here, regular AC out. Your low point drains here. And if you want to hook up a grill or griddle to it, there's a quick connect to the LP system right there. So you can always add. If you get a grill or griddle, make sure you get the proper one. That's for a travel trailer. It's a low pressure appliance, so make sure you get the right one if you get one. You have a deep cycle marine battery, 20-pound LP tank with regulator. You're getting a hitch with it, a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. Okay, you get let's see here. You get this cat right here. No, you don't get the cat. The most common way to get water to the trailer is the city water hookup right here. So you're just going to hook the hose on there, turn it on. Now, if you're camping someplace that doesn't have city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. So even if you don't have city water, you can fill your fresh water tank, take the water with you, and then pump it. All the plumbing will work as though you have city water. So, okay, this is just a hookup for a portable solar battery charger kit if you choose to buy something like that. It's just a pre-wire for it, okay? This is the vent for your range hood here. It's got a baffle inside. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's got a baffle inside. You always want that flapping freely if you're venting to the outside, okay? Power cord, of course. Outside shower with hot and cold water. That's the vent for your Thru system. We'll talk a little bit more about that. This is your Husky centerline weight distribution hitch here, and your power cord. That is a reducer to reduce your 30 amp down to a 20, so you can plug it in at home and if you're packing up or something like that. Okay, so we come around here. We'll go inside. Okay, here we go inside. So of course your table, if you take the legs off, it'll drop down. You can turn this into a bed. Okay. Shower and toilet. Now the toilet sits right over a black tank, so you have to, before you use it, if you're starting off with a flushed black tank, which you should be, or a dumped black tank, you should be, you're going to have to put a dose of chemical in the bowl, and then you hold the foot pedal down to put at least a gallon of water in the tank below, along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it'll get clogged up. It'll just be a mess. So you always have to use the chemical and the at least start off with at least a gallon of water. Okay, that's very important. As I look up here, we have a fan. It's I believe a 3-speed fan. Yes. So it's let's see. It feels like it's. Let me see here. You can do it. You can set it for in or out. Right now it's exhaling from the, which is the best way, obviously, to pull the heat out. Okay. TV hookup, of course. This down here is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So as long as you're plugged into shore power, you've got regular 120 AC circuit breakers here, right, and they're labeled. That's your AC power. And then it's converted to 12 volt DC on this side, so you can see you got 12 volt DC fuses here, and they're all labeled, right? So it converts the AC to DC. everything that can run on DC in a trailer does 12 volt DC. Some things have to be AC, like the air conditioning or the microwave, but just about everything else, if not everything else, is run on 12 volt DC. So this is where it comes from. It also comes from the battery, and this charges the battery. So as long as you're plugged into shore power, it'll sense how much energy your battery needs and send as many amps as necessary to keep it charged. Of course, when you're pulling it down the road, your tow vehicle will charge it. So, okay, so that's the power converter. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. It should always be green. If it's not glowing green, get it serviced. There's also a test button on it you can push to see if it's working correctly. But it's very important, obviously, so never just ignore it. If it's not working, get it replaced. They're not expensive, you know, so it's a simple change out, so make sure you keep after that. It's very important. Okay, that's just a smoke detector, of course. You've got a 12 volt DC refrigerator here. So this runs on 12 volt DC. Okay. And your system here, air conditioning. We'll talk to you more about this when you pick up, of course. Your microwave, your twit burners, you'll just light normally like you would with a lighter. This is your water station, so to speak. You can turn your water pump on here. Remember, we talked about the water pumps used to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. And then you have your battery. Oh, you got your fresh water. You got your black and gray tank levels. They graduate up in 1/3 increments. Okay. Let me look around a little bit here. Let's see what else we have. Accordion blinds, of course. This one over here will be an escape. Yeah, this one here is the emergency window. So it works like they all do. Just push it through. You grab a hold of that tab over there, pull the screen out, and then you can escape in an emergency. This is the control for your Thru system. Okay. We'll go over that with you when you pick up. It gives you your hot water and like I said, we'll go over that for you. Also, this is a GFCI plug here. All the plugs in the trailer, even the ones that appear to be or are a regular duplex plug, they're still wired through this GFCI. So if you lose power outside, you're still going to reset it here. So anytime a receptacle stops working, always think GFCI, and look at this one right here. Okay. And it's a charge port, of course. Okay. Now when it comes to maintenance on the outside, you always want to check the original. Any place you see caulk or sealant from the factory, that's what you want to check. So every 90 days or so, a couple times in summer, whatever, you want to check out all the sealant on the trailer to make sure it's good and tight and there's no cracking or separation. If there is, you have to get the proper stuff. You have to, in this case, it's most likely ProFlex. So you go to an RV place and get the correct caulk. It comes in a caulk tube. It's not expensive, you know, $10 so-ish a tube. Don't get the caulk from the hardware store. It's not going to last. Make sure you go to an RV place and get the correct stuff. Okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember I said about inspecting all the caulked areas that are caulked from the factory. That's very important. There's this is now summarized, so there's no antifreeze in the system. It's been replaced with fresh water, so it's all set for the summer. Okay. One last thing, I completely missed it, but this is the your controller for your AC unit right there. Okay. I believe. Yes. So you have that there too. Okay. And that's all your literature. Okay? Okay. We'll answer any of your questions when you come to pick up, and we'll go from there. Okay? Thank you.